good job, return. Thank you. Welcome to BrutaliTV. I am the source of all Kimmy. Let me count my power, the warts on his cheek.
I am Lucifer, Ozzy Osbourne's grandmother. He doesn't call it enough.
And this is our heavy metal intern.
But my name is...
No, shut the fuck up, you don't get to talk.
Bitch.
Alright, so on today's show, we're going to review a couple of albums. Mostly, we're going to be talking about El Nino's new album, which has been an interesting experience. I've got a review of this particular album by Mastodon, Once More Around the Sun.
And Cannibal Corpse!
Yes, and Cannibal Corpse. And I guess we might let our intern chime in on an additional subject. But would you like to start off with our review of El Nino?
Do we have to?
Oh, we have to.
Okay.
We said that we would. You want to start or do you want me to?
Well, this is a band that has a very interesting track record. They released 3 albums and said, you know what, we're going to release the greatest. We are the shit. We are at our peak at 3 albums, which they showed no progress. Anyway, you want to go ahead and give your review?
Look, I'm going to be honest here. I don't mind El Nino. I don't think they're a bad band. I think they're mediocre. They're the epitome of baby metal. The problem is,
Baby metal's a different thing altogether.
Oh no. But, well, let me just say, when you're a 15-year-old dealing with all of life's problems, you have bullies picking on you because you decided to dye your hair blue, El Nino's a good band because they're consistent. They let you think to yourself, maybe I'm not so different, because they play the same shit over and over again, hoping that it might make them famous.
So, you think...
Shut up.
So, you're saying you think, oh, these guys should be Cannibal Corpse.
No, these guys can never really improve from where they are. Their paradigm right now is that they want to be mediocrity.
Just like Papa Ray.
Yeah, it's like, they like to say that they are the pinnacle of Latin metal, that they are the genre-defining band. They're not.
Mars Volta.
Yeah, Mars Volta, and then of course there's always Sepultura, which has been a famous band longer than most of the American bands that have been around. I mean, you compare them to Slayer or Metallica, they stand on their own. They're highly underappreciated, and despite the entire debacle of Max Cavalera, they're still the pinnacle of Latin metal. El Nino's never going to be able to match that.
And we're going to see them that Mayhem Trash 2014!
Yay.
August 9th.
Okay.
Dallas.
So, how about something that we actually care about? This album. Now,
Mastodon!
I'm a big fan of Mastodon. Have been ever since I first heard them. In fact, the early 2000s when I was still in high school and an angry teenager. But I have to say that having watched their entire evolution, I really do like the direction they're in. I know that this album has really created a division amongst fans, and the Hunter before it also did the same thing. The thing of it is, Mastodon as a band has been trying to evolve and find their message. And this album in particular, I think, is that pinnacle movement. They're still trying to figure out if they want to be the Remission era Mastodon, or they want to be the more prog rock of Crack the Sky. And I don't think it's a bad thing. They've meshed their sounds perfectly, and although the first tracks on the album harken back to Mother Puncher and things like that, they really hit their high on the 5th track, and they just soar past that. Everything that they do on this entire album is just beautiful. The sweeping guitar movements, the lyrical depth of songs like Ember City are incredible. They've truly hit their stride, and I think that this album is really a defining moment. The people that don't like Mastodon are going to like Mastodon. Every single album has their fans. People say that Remission was the only album they did right. Leviathan was the greatest thing that they ever did. Blood Mountain was the pinnacle. Crack the Sky, an incredible album. Fuck the Hunter. But I have to say, as a lifelong fan and somebody that once said that Blood Mountain was the best that Mastodon would ever get, I'm eating crow. This really is the point when Mastodon has hit their stride. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do in the future.
What do you think, Jim?
I think you kind of hit the nail on the head with that one. They really have improved a lot. And they're taking it in a new direction.
Shut up, Jim.
So, why don't you tell us what you think about this new Cannibal Corpse album that's coming out? You have to understand that you've been looking at the old albums and figuring out what they're going to do in the future.
Alright, Cannibal Corpse, fucking brutal as shit. Like, probably the pinnacle of, I would say, American music in general, right now. This new album probably gonna have just the same brutal beats, same, oh my god, brutal bass for a fact, especially the bass solos, and guitar riffs galore. But if you can't understand Cannibal Corpse, just go look at Tap or fucking Lyrics Mania or some shit, because the lyrics are as brutal as ever. If you listen to Torture, fucking glorious album. I can't even fathom what the fuck they're gonna do for the next album.
Alright, well, if you don't mind me interjecting, I would like to say that throughout the course of my listening to Cannibal Corpse, I haven't always been a big fan, because I just don't like straight death metal. And I know, this being a metal show, that may get me a lot of hatred. But I like the direction that they've been going in. They've consistently improved their sound, they've consistently become more melodic, which I always think is a good thing. Because you can't be taken seriously unless you're going to take your music seriously. Singing songs about raping corpses and sodomizing people with meat hooks, it's all well and good. That too. But I really hope that in this next album we're going to get to see the more artistic side of the band. And I know that may make me sound pretentious, but I know that they have the capacity for it. This last album that they put out had some really great riffs. The vocals have improved quite a bit. The lyrics, well, they're still the same, but
I would say production overall improved with the last album. Yeah. But Cannibal Corpse is not one of those bands that's gonna go out of their way just to be like, oh, we're gonna do a fucking symphony behind us just to fucking improve people. No, they're gonna release the same shit because they keep it real like that.
Yeah. So what do you think, intern? Alright, shut the fuck up. Okay, now the last thing that we wanted to talk about today is something that's been consistently in the news. We all know the truth. Sode and Tool have been talking for years and years about putting out a new album. They keep talking about touring, they keep talking about doing new material, but they haven't fucking done it. And this is the most frustrating thing in the world for metal fans, because inherently people of our generation are typically going to say that they started listening to metal off of bands like them. I mean, honestly, the reason I'm into progressive metal at all is because I listen to Tool. And so I'm sitting here looking at all this news, and all I can think is, why don't you guys shut up, stop getting into the news, and start actually working on crap?
All I gotta say is, Serge, quit fucking talking to motherfuckers on Twitter who wanna talk politics with you. That shit's really fucking annoying. I want a new album. I fucking love you all. Maynard, quit digging around with Perfect Circle. I don't care. Tool is your main focus.
Alright, intern, we'll actually let you talk about this one. What do you think?
Well, let's start back a little bit. Like, I've been a fan of Sode, Tool, other bands like that since I was 12, and it really drew me out of the spiral that I was going down, and so I really am interested in what the band's gonna do, but the fact that they haven't released a new album in like decades, fucking just depressing. They had a good thing going, and then they decided to stop and work on their own different things, when all they really needed to do was just fucking continue on with the bands they were doing. I mean, I know they might have gotten bored with it, but they've got fans they gotta work out. It's not just about them anymore.
I think that it is inherently the problem. Whenever you're an artist, you're working on material, you want to do things that are going to challenge you. I know that as somebody that's in a band. I mean, I'm in a shitty band, but I want to be able to do what I want to do. And I know that Serge and Maynard want to do what they want to do. That's why they've had their own projects. But you can't ignore what made you famous in the first place. You have fans, people that rely on you to put out material that they love. And if you're not going to do that, then you're failing at your own art.
Hey, Les Claypool is not known for just priming. Just saying.
Yeah, but Les Claypool needs to put out some more fucking material for Primus.
Dude, man, 2 years ago. Maybe it was a year ago. But I know that motherfucker's working on shit.
Yeah, he's probably working on some shit with Buckethead or, one of the millions of other fucking projects
He hasn't worked with Buckethead since like 07, 08.
Look, I'm just saying. Why is he famous? Why is Les Claypool famous?
South Park.
Alright, Les Claypool. Our particular assessment is, go back to South Park. So anyways, this has been BrutaliTV. And while we are alcoholic and don't know much about music, we will review it. You will hate us. You will complain about the things we say. Until next time, fuck you all. Brutal.
Shut the fuck up, intern!